Jennifer Vickers. I studied abroad in Tanzania, and that's in East Africa. For those of you who don't know, it was through the School for Field Studies as well, and so like Megan's. So through the project, we get to do our own research, and mine was looking at the dry season demography of African elephants in Ngorongoro crater. Just to give a little bit of background for where that is, the Ngorongoro crater is located in the Ngorongoro Conservation Area, which is an area where there are tribes living inside the conservation area, directly next to the crater, which is a large tourist attraction with very high density, the highest density of wildlife in Tanzania. So it's a very unique situation. Overall, the objective of this study was mostly to get a baseline knowledge for the population, because there was little to no record. Most of the record was either outdated, it was non-specific, contradictory, and it was a very incomplete demographics of the area. And overall, we just wanted to understand the sexual segregation going on between the female groups with young and the male groups and the solitary males. So at the request of the Ngorongoro Conservation Authority, who is in control of the area, we did this study. In recent years, the elephant population has taken a drastic decline throughout Africa, and especially in East Africa. And one aspect of that is the human-wildlife conflict going on, because there's a lot of crop breeding going on in this area. Elephants are one of the biggest crop breeders throughout the Ngorongoro area, and especially in a place where wildlife is living right next to humans that are raising cattle, they're growing things. This is a huge problem for that area. Overall, just having a baseline understanding of the information can allow us to manage this population in order for the benefit of the humans and the wildlife in this area. So methods for this, we just went out in some land cruisers. It's a pretty small area, so we could do a total count, which means we counted every single elephant that's in the population every day that we went out. So we would take measures of what kind of group it was, the type of group, whether it was all male, a single solitary male, a mixed group that included adult and males and females, or just females with their young. We also took information on the location and habitat, because certain parts of the crater are grazing areas for some of the Maasai tribes that live in this area. Overall, we found there were more than 2 times as many adult males as there were females. While there were subadults and young, a lot of times the female groups have a lot of young with them, so that can make it seem like there's a lot of young individuals. However, the adult numbers are what we want to focus on. There were more than 2 times as many males as females. So that shows that this population is mostly dominated by this. And out of the different types of groups, there's significantly more solitary males than any other group type. This is mostly important because, well, first of all, this is occurring likely because males have very wide distribution, so they wander wider spaces. Another reason that this could be happening is because in literature, it's been shown that males have been shown to exhibit more risky type behaviors, such as it's like near to pastoralism, whereas humans can sometimes be seen as a threat for elephants. Also, it's a very high density of lions, the highest density in Tanzania. So that could also be a threat to the young in those groups. Another observation that we made was that most of the elephants were found in the lowland. So that would be in the forest, in the swamp, and in the bushland. This is slightly atypical because no elephants were observed in the grassland habitat, which is a very common area for elephants to be found throughout northern Tanzania. This likely could be because there's much cover and shade in these areas, so the elephants may be seeking sort of refuge, and then there's forage and water in these areas throughout the year, whether it's in the dry season or in the wet season. Yeah, so that's the explanation for that. For future work, this was once again a baseline preliminary study finding the demographics, as there was no really set understanding of this population. So in the future, currently this semester, students will be observing the wet season demography, and then that will be compared and will be made into one paper altogether. This is important because a lot of times during the wet season, there's immigration going on, population fluctuations due to births, and just the distribution can change as the Ngorongoro is part of the greater Serengeti ecosystem. So there's a lot of elephants migrating in that area throughout the corridor there. Overall, it'd be interesting to look more into why it's mostly solitary adult older males. Some theories are that it could be because as an elephant gets older, their molars wear out, and when they get to their last molars, they have to chew softer foliage. So that could be why. So doing a forage and a biomass study could show us indications of whether that's true. Also, looking into the human-wildlife conflicts is very important for resolving the issues and helping the overall issue of elephant decline in this area. So, yeah, that's all I've got.